Knowledge, teamwork and game smarts. These are the ingredients turning your everyday players into tomorrow's professional gamers. But to truly appreciate the future competitors of esports, we need to pay homage to the moments from the past. Arena Esports takes you on a trip back in time to enjoy the greatest plays from the world of esports. A war was brewing in St. Louis, Missouri. North America's top Halo 3 teams were having their accuracy, determination, and mental endurance put to the test. 16 of the strongest 4-player Halo squads qualified for the 4v4 double elimination bracket at the Ultimate Gaming Championship Halo Classic. Prepared to face off against North America's best, HCS London victors Tox Gaming were on a mission to win from the very beginning. During their stint in the event's upper bracket, APG, Eco, Snakebite and Lethal defeated Golden Modem Squad and Denial Esports in 3 straight games, cementing themselves as favourites going into the Ultimate Gaming Championship Grand Finals. Despite enduring the loss on the oddball map of Guardian, the story of Denial Esports at the Halo Classic was not over yet. Straightsick, Ares, Shelley and Commonly, who made up the formidable Denial Esports army, were pushed down to the losers finals, where they proved themselves in a do-or-die best-of-5 against losers side contender Team Reciprocity. In a glorious reverse sweep, the team pinned Reciprocity against the wall on the maps of Narrows, Construct and the Pit in order to send their opponents packing.
This is the game right here.
Commonly does get the touch though, look at this.
Commonly gets the cut. He's running it home. Look at this, what a run from Denial. What a way to end the series.
Denial Esports had rightfully earned their rematch against the tournament favourites. They would need to carry their winner's mindset into the grand final and defeat their toughest opponent in the competition. A grand final bracket reset was the team's main objective. Starting out strong, Denial ventured into the pit, where they narrowly put the first point on the board.
I felt like that came to bite.
A massive 11 minutes went by before any team had scored. Denial's Shelley delivered the first flag, then immediately turned his focus to collecting another.
From courtyard, side yard.
In the final seconds of Game 1, each team had a single point to their name. Straightsick took down Snakebite and Lethal, opening a path for Shelley to score his second game-winning flag. Reaction and accuracy would be tested on the playing fields of Narrows, as each team geared up for the grand finals' first Slayer mode. The Tox Gaming squad held on to a small lead. Eliminations were traded equally as the game approached the halfway mark. As shields fell and targets were found, Denial took a substantial lead in the game's final few minutes. 6 points ahead, it was evident that Denial Esports had come to the grand finals to win.
They're going to assume that all snipers are out because they didn't see Sniper out the entire time. Now one of them could poke out unwittingly and get picked off.
And that's gonna do it! Denial, they're gonna take game 2, 50-44.
A bracket reset was within arm's reach. Team communication would mean everything in Game 3's King of the Hill mode on the map of Construct. Taking control of a selected area of the map was the name of the game. As the match passed the 3-minute mark, Tox Gaming had a substantial point lead over their opponents. It took them a while to do it, but Denial finally started making ground on the scoreboard. With Tox Gaming members sent back to spawn, the team in blue sat firm on the hill.
Just send the sacrificial goat up there, and then after that you have an overshield player that can one-on-one.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention 4 down for Denial, but silly me, didn't look at the time there. It doesn't really matter because that's gonna be GG. Denial will take it. They will go up in the series 3-0.
One more win is all Denial needed. Taking aim at their opponents, the Tox Gaming squad finally pushed boundaries to put a point on the board in the following game. In a huge change of pace, it was Denial's turn to be on the receiving end. With over 20 minutes still left on the clock, the team in red dominated the opposition for a 5-2 capture the flag win on the map of Onslaught. The Tox Gaming squad reminded everyone that they were still very much in the grand final. A point on the board was welcomed, but it all came undone for Tox Gaming in the 5th game of the series. The map was Heretic, and the game mode was Slayer. Denial's Ares was absolutely popping off, securing flanks and making ground as his team started to extend their lead. Tox Gaming were pushed into a corner that they just could not get out of.
48-47, it's coming down to the wire here, folks. What you want to see here in Halo. They're all down low, and they're surrounding them. They're Zerg rushing them in there. They're surrounding them like the wolves that they are, pouncing on their prey. And that is going to be the reset.
Denial had earned themselves another chance at the UGC Halo Classic trophy, and another chance to put down their Tox Gaming rivals once and for all. Tox Gaming and Denial Esports took a brief moment to collect themselves at the UGC Halo Classic. Game 1 of the reset took the players to the Narrows for another heart-pounding capture the flag showdown. Denial were the first to cap, but Tox answered in kind only minutes later, following up with a flag of their own to tie the game. 2 points aside and just over 18 minutes left on the clock, Denial scored their 3rd and final point, asserting their dominance on the UGC main stage.
Shelly was trying to line up some shots there, but Stray6's going to have the game-winning flag in his hands. APG's going to be weak. He's going to pick it up instead, gets naded, but gets around the corner, gets blown up, but his team member's there, and that's going to beat Denial, taking game 1 3-2.
With so much at stake, things got spicy in Game 2's Amplified, as eliminations started to flood in left, right and centre for both teams. The score remained even for the first half of the match. Denial started to maintain a small lead in the first 250 conflict. Tox Gaming made the comeback of the tournament as they overtook Denial's score in the dying seconds of the match. Lethal's blow on Commonly sealed Tox Gaming's Game 2 victory, evening the scores in the bracket reset. Game 3's oddball would be the game mode to prove who was worthy of the final trophy. And straight off the bat, Tox Gaming kept the objective in their possession to create an outstanding lead. The 4 players of Denial could barely touch the skull. With 4 minutes remaining on the clock, Tox Gaming had more than doubled their opponent's score. It was clear from the very beginning that this map was Tox Gaming's to lose. As the clock ticked down to 0, the team in red held on to a massive 83-point margin. Denial was denied the victory. Refocusing from the heavily one-sided game, the members of Denial looked ahead to the next Capture the Flag map, with plans to pull the reset back in their favour. Denial's Commonly moved through the map, evading heavy fire, earning his team an early flag. Only a few minutes later, Ares brought home another, further extending Denial's lead over Tox. With the opposition on match point, Tox came back to tie the scores. One more flag is all either team needed to seal their win on the map of Heretic. Sprinting over red team players, Shelly collected the recently dropped flag to claim Denial's victory.
This could be the 5th one! He gets the top flag!
Top middle again. Gets all the way back to his
He
flag.
gets it! The explosion! No! Go back to the game! It's still there! It's still there! Shelly, he has got the flag, and that's gonna do it! Oh my word!
Even through the tightest of plays, Shelly went above and beyond expectations as one of the best flag runners in the league. Tox Gaming demanded blood on Game 5's Slayer mode to bring the live tournament back in their favour. Denial took the early lead in the pit, playing corners and using grenades to take down enemy shields. Shelly was blasting his opponents away around every corner. His skills behind the rocket launcher were no match for Tox Gaming.
Every single direction. Tight game, by the way.
With just over 8 minutes left on the clock, Tox caught up on the elimination counter. the lead started to juggle back and forth in what was an extremely close match.
Crisp headshot.
No player was willing to overstep their mark. Peeking around corners could be met with devastating results, so each team was waiting for the right moment to strike.
And he didn't hit it. We can't waste too many shots here. Lethal's gonna die, but APG's gonna pick it up, and that's gonna be the game. Tox are gonna take the lead, and they're at series point, 50-41, and that was a slow one, a grinder of a game.
Tox Gaming had the last laugh. Now on tournament point, their focus shifted towards the next map. One final capture the flag mode would be played out to determine who would be the 2019 UGC Halo Classic champions. The first flag was Tox Gaming's. After Shelly dropped the flag, APG was there to quickly pick it up and cap it soon after. As APG, Eco and Lethal bit the dust, an opportunity presented itself for Denial. Straight Sick capped the flag to even the score. The victory was short-lived as Denial members fell on the battlefield. Snakebite was free to run the flag, resulting in a speedy cap. Tox Gaming continued to control the zone around the flag. Whether it was sitting on the ground or being run, the team in red created a corridor to secure a third point. Avoiding grenade damage, Snakebite ran the flag to secure Tox Gaming's fourth point. One more run is all they needed to end the grand final. The crowd was watching closely as Halo history was being made between these two fierce titans of the game.
He's not able to stay alive, and the flag is going to be down. APG's going to go back, grab the flag. He's taking shots from behind. It's going to be right there. And Tox are your Halo Classic champions.
It was an incredible dash to the finish between Eco, Snakebite and APG. Tox Gaming came back strong from the reset to best their regional rivals. The team earned the lion's share of a $30,000 prize pool for their outstanding effort in the weekend of Halo Esports.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.